I decided to take the plunge into the locked world. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the pros and the cons of doing so after 9 months. So the method of installation that I decided to go for was the 2-strand twist method. The size I opted for was the mini twist, even though after counting all the strands that I had, it fell into the category of micro twist. So what they told me was that micro twist is like from 300 strands and above, and I have about 306. Now, what are the pros of getting your hair locked? The first pro, or the first benefit, is low maintenance. I no longer have to worry about spending hours taking down my hair. If you're someone who is trying to be intentional about taking care of their natural hair, just like maintain length and things like that, you know that you can't just take down your braids or your mini twist anyhow. You have to be meticulous. You have to spray water, make sure that the detangling process goes smoothly, and let's be honest, it takes quite some time. I no longer have to worry about,
oh, what hairstyle would I like to make?
With locks, you just have one hairstyle. You can style your hair in different ways and you're good to go. When I was a loose natural, I can count the number of times that I tried to wash my hair myself, and permit me to say that it was a nightmare that I had no intention of repeating after the last time that I tried it. But ever since I got my hair locked, guys, it takes me just about 10 to 15 minutes to wash my hair and I'm done. I mean, talk about everyday styling. All I have to do is just take off my hair bonnet, spray some water from my spray bottle, maybe apply some oil on my scalp if I want to, and that's it. And then my relocking appointments fall between 6 to 8 weeks. So just imagine not having to worry about your hair for the next 2 months. My goodness. The second benefit of getting my hair locked is I have enjoyed seeing my hair grow longer. With locks, you are not manipulating your hair as much as you would when you're a loose natural, like, maybe styling, taking it out, combing, which is one of the things that really cuts our natural hair, especially as African women. But now with locks, there's low manipulation. You're not doing too much to it. All you have to do is just apply water, oil, relock your hair every couple of months, and as the hair is growing, it's like being locked in itself. I no longer have to deal with combing and then seeing hair falling off. But with locks, it doesn't even have space to shed because it's being interlocked on itself, if you get what I mean. The third benefit of getting locks is that you get to enjoy your natural hair. When I was a loose natural, there was so much mental load of, what protein treatment should I do, deep conditioning, making research here and there. In fact, there was something I read online about someone who was saying that her hair has eaten types of food that she doesn't eat on a regular basis. Of course, it was a joke, that she applies things like mortina, rice, egg, this and that and that, all just because she wanted to see her natural hair thrive. Now, ever since I got my hair locked, that weight of thinking about the next thing to do in order to maintain your natural hair and have it grow longer, have it flourish, have it be healthy, fell off my shoulders. Because honestly speaking, I don't know about other locked women, but for me, and from the little research that I did, I realized that I don't have to do too much in my hair. I told you, just my water and either coconut oil or palm kernel oil, and I'm good to go. So it has actually given me the opportunity to truly enjoy having natural hair. I no longer see my hair as a burden. Instead, I see it as something like a gift, something to treasure, something to enjoy. Also, locks are designed in such a way that puts your natural hair at the forefront. Locks just make your hair stand out. The compliments keep pouring in. Guys, locks are beautiful. Once you have the right types of locks installed for you and you're taking care of your hair, it flourishes, it grows properly, and it just looks so beautiful, and you get a lot of compliments like, oh, your hair is nice, your hair is nice. So yeah. Then another benefit of getting your hair locked is that you can actually style it in different ways. I've heard some people say, oh, I may not want to get locks because it's styling problem and all. I don't wear wigs, but I've actually seen people who have worn wigs on their natural hair. It's very light, it's not heavy. At least my hair hasn't dropped yet. Actually, 9 months in and my hair has not dropped. It hasn't fully formed, but that's okay. I'm not even complaining at all. But I've seen people who have worn wigs. You can style your locks, it's like strands, and I chose to have a smaller size because I wanted to be able to manipulate it. You can even install extensions like braids on your locks. Another benefit of getting your hair locked is that if you decide that you no longer want to continue the lock journey, you can actually take it down. Contrary to popular belief of, oh, you have to chop off your hair, your entire hair, in order to start afresh. No, you can actually take it down. I have seen a number of people. In fact, when I went for my relocking appointment, one of the stylists who was working on my hair even said, oh, she was thinking of getting her hair locked, but she would only carry it for 3 years and she will take it out. Of course, it may take some time. I've seen those who got theirs taken out in a day. I've seen those who took theirs out by themselves and maybe it took them about a month, some 2 weeks. But whatever the case, you can actually take it out. In fact, when I went for my consultation, I was asked if I wanted to carry the hair for maybe just like 6 months or 12 months, because I think it was going to determine the method of installation that they would recommend for me. So you can actually take it out. It's not like a do or die affair, as in once you are in, you can never go back. Right, now let's head to the cons. What are the negative sides of getting your hair locked? But disclaimer, okay, I don't mind these cons, but some people who have expressed this, and you know the type of person that you are, you know what may work for you and what may not work for you, okay? But for me, honestly speaking, I don't mind. But for some people, one of the downsides of getting hair locked is that it requires commitment. You have to stick to regular relocking schedules and appointments. Just because it's low maintenance doesn't mean it's an abandonment hairstyle. Like, it's just something that you just be I'm locked now. If not, your hair can start falling off and you start having things like holes in your locks and it will not just come out well. It also has certain things that it requires, especially if you're planning on starting with the 2-strand twist like I did. I think I'm going to be sharing that in a future video. Just washing method, regular routine or maintenance method. There are certain things you have to do, so it requires commitment. Depending on the method of installation that you decide to go with, you also have to consider your budget. Is this a financial commitment that you want to be making every number of weeks? Another downside of locking your hair is that you may not be able to style it to your taste. Like, if you're the kind of person who loves to switch up your hairstyle drastically, maybe just having different styles, like packing your locks in different styles may not work for you. Maybe you don't want wigs. And then also, I mentioned that you can actually add extensions to it. It might actually be too heavy. I have heard some people complain that it's actually too heavy, adding extensions on top of your locks again, especially after they have fully formed and are dropping. You're now adding hair extensions. It can actually be very heavy. So if you're the kind of person who it in the depth of your soul that you would probably get bored quickly, then locks may not be the road or the journey for you. They are just some of the pros and the cons that I could come up with. If you've been locked before or you're currently locked and you would want to share, feel free to drop that in the comment section. And if you have any further questions, feel free to ask me in the comment section. And until the next video, bye.